I don't want to go back to the winning days, but it crops up a little bit when you have managers at Manchester United who control the press. The press conference is, and this is definitely a Sir Alex one, you control the press room. It's not the other way around. It's not the press control the press room. So you get the message out that you need to get out. And I think his honesty is there. That's definite. And he has got this effervescence about him. He does want to succeed, and that's great. That's really good, because managers' personality and managers' body language has got to come across as bigger than everything that goes on at Manchester United, particularly at that football club. So they've had some top managers, and some have succumbed to probably the honesty of it sometimes. So I think he's learning. I think he's definitely learning along the way what to say, what not to say. He's pretty open, great. But ultimately, you're the manager of Man United, and you have to start to show not just results, but consistency of performance. I think that's really important. How you want to do it, whether that's in his formation that he fancies, or whether he's going to be flexible further down the line, those are the things that always crop up. How are you consistently performing to win football matches? And you're allowed to lose at Manchester United. The fans accept that, not too often, but they want consistency of performance so that they can really feel this is moving in the direction they want it to be.
Is the right thing to do, though, is to get rid of Ruben Amorim? Because we know what actually longevity with managers actually gets success. Yeah. And yes, they have their sticky patches. Klopp had a sticky patch in his first year in charge. Mikel Arteta, they stuck with him, and look where they are. So do they stick with Amorim, and actually they will achieve more?
I don't want to see managers getting the sack.
No.
I don't want that. But when you're talking about Arteta, when you're talking about the best managers, the managers that win the most, they're flexible. They're flexible. When yes, they have got their identity, and they want to play a certain way, and they want a certain formation, and they have got their favorite way. But when they don't have the players, when they don't have the personnel, they adapt. They adapt to the situation until they can get what they want. He doesn't want to adapt. He does not want to adapt. That, for me, is a problem. It's a big problem. You have to be flexible.
Let's see if he's going to remain in that job, because there is still talk about potential replacements for Ruben Amorim. In the Star on Sunday, Jeremy Cross has written his comment piece about potential replacements for Ruben Amorim, with Sir Gareth Southgate being the name that is being mooted. The greatest irony, he says, of United supporters looking down their noses at Southgate is that he would be the perfect choice for them right now. Has he got a point, Jason?
I think he has, actually, and I think that sounds might surprise a few people, but I think because it's Manchester United and what needs to be done at Manchester United, you're almost talking as much about the culture of the club and the environment around the club and the way the club operates than actually what happens on the pitch. And I think that Gareth Southgate, if you look at the work he's done with England and the way he changed that environment, I think it's a similar job that he could do at Manchester United. The key would be, I would almost have him like a general manager, and then like a really good coach working with him, almost like a head coach who's going to be, and then Gareth overseeing it all. I could see that working. Plus, I also think it's the one job in football that would interest him. I don't see him managing again. I really don't, except for this one job if it comes up. He's a Man United fan. His hero is Brian Robson. It's always the club he looks out for. I think it could be the one thing that tempts him back into management. I know a lot of Man United fans will wince the way you are at that thought, but
it's just the way I look.
I'm with Damish.
But no, I just think there's a particular case for this one. I think it's one that you look at and think, actually, I could see that working because of everything that needs to be done around the club. And I do feel for any coach that goes into Manchester United, whether it's Ruben Amorim or Andoni Iraola, whoever in the future comes in there, because it's too much. There's too much to be done, not just with the team, but the whole club. And I think if you got somebody like Southgate who could almost like change the culture and be like, be in that role as much as anything else, with a really good young head coach or coach number 2 beneath him, then I think that could work.
But it was a very good performance today. Sesko was very, very good today. Yeah, very, very good. And what we said last week as well about them, the players around him, Mason Mount in particular, staying close to him, fantastic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure on Ruben Amorim right now. United have had a rocky start to the 2025-26 season, poor results, criticism over tactics, and fan unrest, which naturally puts the manager under the spotlight. But co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe has repeatedly said he won't make knee-jerk decisions. Instead, he seems committed to a longer-term evaluation. According to recent reports, Ratcliffe believes Amorim should be judged over a period of about 3 years, not just based on a handful of games. Ratcliffe has also publicly backed Amorim several times. Despite admitting that things haven't gone well, he's emphasized that much of the club's struggles stem from inherited issues, underperforming or overpaid players, injuries, financial constraints, and a squad not yet built for Amorim's style. He seems willing to give Amorim time and resources to fix those problems. And when Ratcliffe recently visited Carrington, sources say the meeting was about reviewing performance, understanding what's working and what isn't, not issuing ultimatums. On the flip side, pressure is building. Former players and pundits have openly questioned whether Amorim has done enough, especially given United's expectations. There are whispers that certain fixtures, like upcoming league games, are being viewed as critical tests, and discussion of a managerial change will grow louder. But as of now, there are no confirmed talks underway to replace him. Ratcliffe and the club leadership appear more focused on performance improvement than replacement in the immediate term. From where I sit, it seems unlikely that Ratcliffe will sack Amorim anytime soon. The evidence points to a belief in the project, albeit with the understanding that patience isn't unlimited. Amorim has been given clear signals. The current state isn't acceptable, but the context is tough and the board seem willing to let him work through it. However, the margin for error is now very small. Upcoming matches are going to be massive. They are not just about 3 points, they're about restoring faith, momentum, and credibility. If results don't improve soon, the narrative may shift fast, and at that point sacking becomes more likely. But for now, Ratcliffe's stance is steady, not sudden.